Sometimes it can be quite overwhelming. It can be quite frustrating and depressing when you look at yourself and then you ask yourself some questions and you find out you do not have an answer or answers to them. Hi guys, in this video I am going to rant, and while I rant I promise you it will be quite insightful, and of course I'll be using myself as a case study to whatever thing I'll be saying here. My name is Diego. I am in my early 20s and I'm currently a 7 core member here in Abuja, Nigeria. Last 2 weeks I sat down to ask myself some questions and I was like, what exactly am I doing with my life? What do people know me for? Have I started carving a path for myself, the path I would like to follow like till forever? If I do not do all of this in my 20s, when then will I do it? When then is the best time for me to do it? After asking myself these questions, I realized that one of my biggest problems I've ever faced in life has been lack of commitment, lack of focus on seriousness. I used to be a very unserious person, and that has affected me so much in my personal projects, in my personal decisions I've taken. In the past, there were decisions I had taken, there were things I had decided I was going to do, which if I had persisted, by now I should know what or where I must have reached, the level I must have attained. But for the fact I'm a very unserious person, I never commit to something and reach the very end of it. And I tell you, at the end of the day, I regret. Most times after having decided to do something, and then along the line I feel, in the long run, I sit down to ask myself, why? Why couldn't I even persist? Why didn't I even linger a little longer? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? And that's when regret comes in. You and I know regret is one of the very worst emotions you can feel as a human being. Regret is the sadness, the feeling of sadness, repentance, or disappointment you feel for something you didn't do or for something that you did. That's what regret is. And I'm very sure that if you're also being very honest with yourself, you must have found yourself in a scenario like this, where you sit down to ask yourself, why did I not even do this? Why did I not even do that? Hi, why did I not do this thing when I was supposed to do it? Why didn't I even linger? Why didn't I even persist? And that has brought us to the title of this video, Do It Now or You Regret Later. 2 examples I am going to give, and with these examples I can tell you that there were places I was to make some decisions for myself and for my future, where I was supposed to think long run, but I was busy doing something else and something that didn't matter. I was thinking short term. It was in 2021 when I had a friend then, when me and my friend, we decided we were going to open a YouTube channel and start something at least. So the first video I made wasn't really giving that much because I didn't have good equipment. I was complaining I didn't have good filming equipment, no camera, no laptop to edit, no tripod, no lighting and all of that, and I refused to start. In the other hand, my friend as well, he had same issues. We just had our phones then, nothing, but he continued, he proceeded to, and right now as I'm talking to you, he has over 25,000 subscribers on YouTube and he is earning already good on YouTube. But look at me, I didn't start when we started because I was waiting for me to be ready. If you ever wait for you to be ready to start something, you might never ever start, because there is never a time you will come out and say, yes, I am fully ready to start. Start with whatever you have. While I am struggling as a new YouTuber, my friend there, he is advanced and moving ahead. That's the first scenario. So if I had done it when he was doing it, if I had done it when I wanted to start, who knows where I would have been by now? Who knows whether I would have even gotten more subscribers than him? Who knows whether we will have same subscribers? Who knows whether... So to skip these questions, to avoid asking yourself these questions, why not do it? There are a lot of people in their 20s who have already carved a path for themselves. There are a lot of people in their 20s who have already attained a level of achievement that people in their 40s have not achieved yet, have not attained yet. There are a lot of people in their 20s who have already gotten what they want to do in life. When is the better time for you to choose all of this? In your 20s. And that is the mistake some of us have made. It is okay to make mistakes in life, but what is not okay is after learning from your mistakes, you go ahead to remake the same mistakes. We all have experiences and we get to learn from our experiences. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. But after your experience must have taught you a lesson, and you still go ahead to make that same mistake again, that is what is not okay. A lot of things I have tried doing earlier for myself, and once I see that this thing is not working or it's becoming a little bit complex or difficult for me, I leave it and switch to another thing. I was trying so many things until now there is none I could tell, okay, this is where I am a professional, this is where I stand, this is where my profession lies, because I couldn't commit to one thing. I couldn't focus on one thing. There was this ASU strike in 2022 that lingered so much, and we were at home for like months, up to almost 1 year. And then I remember some of my friends calling me on the phone, and they were like, we should get a skill for ourselves. We should use this opportunity to go learn some skills for ourselves, so that even after school you will know that you have something you have learned and all of that. My friends proceeded. What did I do? I stayed back at home because I thought I had time. After all, I'm quite young. I can always learn any skill I want to in the long run. But right now it's haunting me. My friends who were able to learn some of their skills, now we are graduated. Now most of us are serving, most of us are not serving. They're doing one thing or the other for themselves. Doing remote jobs and getting jobs online remotely to do. But some of us that did not get the skill we were supposed to get when we were supposed to get it, we are still running hell on scatter trying to get a skill. What happened when I was supposed to do that? So just imagine if I had learned that skill in 2022. By now I should be a professional, an expert, or what have you. So if you do not do it now, you will regret later, trust me. We have different desires, we have different goals, we have different plans, we have different formats. I do not know what you want to do, what you're trying to do for yourself, but whatever you are trying to do and you're waiting for the right time to start, my dear, there is no time. Do the very best you can do while you still have the time. If you do not, you will regret it later. Bye. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it to those you think might need it. Stay safe.